Hey guys, I'm Amari.
And I'm Samina.
And how did we grow as students with Miss Shawnta? I would say Miss Shawnta helped me per se to become more comfortable with deep tissue. I hated deep tissue, and so being able to apply pressure, I think that kind of goes across the board for majority of us.
Yeah, I would say the exact same thing.
As a student, I grew by taking in constructive criticism and actually listening and being hands-on and taking in others, advice. Usually I can't take other people's advice, but Ms. Shawnta definitely helped me with that, and the students here in this classroom. I'm definitely gonna miss Shawnta, I'm sorry, she's gonna be my friend. After this, she's leaving, unfortunately, but I'm definitely gonna be seeing her, me and my kids, and we're going to go to her jungle gym. She's gonna be cooking for me all the time. And I'm just excited.
I actually did get awarded for the most improved student in the classroom, and I really did grow a lot from learning by Ms. Shawnta, and the sense of confidence, the sense of knowledge, and just overall just doing it, just going forward with it, but being really confident in what you know and what you do and how you apply it, and always with intent.
A way that I've grown that I think Miss Shawnta has really inspired is probably a confident approach when a client comes in for what they, for a massage. They come in, they say, oh, I have foot pain, I have calf pain, I have back pain. And the way that Miss Shawnta has taught us has really helped us to, ask the right questions and get straight to the bottom of the issue with confidence. Also, how to speak with the client with confidence too, getting the information you need in a concise, quick way so that we can get them on the table and work them out. So I appreciate her for that.
I would say my growth has really went up a lot from when I first started. I feel as though she really instilled confidence in everybody, making sure and letting them know that they got it, they're not in it alone. And that just really helped me going forward.
Okay, so how did I grow as a student with Ms. Shawnta? If I'm thinking back on it now, I've only had Ms. Shawnta for 4 weeks, but she has built my confidence when it comes to being intentional with massaging people. And then she also made me more confident in deep tissue massage. And as I continue to do massages, people are telling me constantly my pressure is becoming more firmer, and they can absolutely see my growth as well and confidence within massaging.
I feel like I've grown because of Miss Shawnta is like with my patience. I'm a person that likes to get things done quickly, like rush and do things, but I feel like being in her class has taught me to kind of slow down and pay more attention to detail and be more thorough. And she really stresses the importance of asking questions and repeating things or confirming things that the client has put on like their intake form or said, to make sure like you're giving them the best treatment possible.
So I believe that every encounter, people that you meet are meant, meant to happen. People come into your life for certain reasons and seasons and time. So I've had the privilege of being one of Ms. Shawnta's students. She has taught me that massage therapy is much more than technique. It's about intention, presence, and truly caring for the person on the table. She has helped me grow in both my confidence and my skills. She always encouraged me to trust my hands, get out of my head, and continue learning.
I've become more comfortable with deep tissue. Ms. Shawnta really teach you how to get in there and hold and keep that firm pressure throughout the massage. Ms. Shawnta has also worked with me with body mechanics and vocabulary, so we know how to say things like, I worked on this person instead of touching this person.
Yeah, she opened my eyes to a lot of things that I didn't think of before, but she has gave me a lot of options to choose from as far as being in the massage therapy field.
¿Cómo me desarrollé con la señora Chantal? Me desarrollé conociendo todos los puntos del cuerpo que necesita un ser humano, y con ella me desarrollé.
The teaching style that stood out to me when it came to Miss Shawnta is the fact that she's very hands-on. She let us understand what's really happening with each subject, other than, you know, doing book work. She helped me understand it more by drawing, you know, even though her drawing can be a little, but it's okay. I still understood. Miss Shawnta's teaching style also was she works with your pace. She doesn't get frustrated or fast track you.
So what I like about Miss Shawnta's teaching style is that she don't consider anything wrong. She allows us to be ourselves in class. And she's willing to correct us when there are mistakes being made, but she do allow us to make the mistakes and then reel us back in. So that's one thing I like about her, and she's real and she's blunt and she's honest about everything.
She allows us to like learn in our own pace and try to find a way for everyone to feel comfortable in class and with schoolwork.
I would say the teaching style that stood out to me would be she's like straight to the point. She explains exactly what we need to know, and she also is very hands-on.
Miss Shawnta's teaching style that stood out to me, of course, was the hands-on experience and just her overall knowledge.
So I'm glad that she was my teacher in the last module to help me grow, help me build my character, build my confidence again. And I'm just very grateful. Thank you.
The style that I appreciate Miss Shawnta kind of brings to us is like the real world approach. When we were in pathology specifically, it could get really boring just talking about illnesses and diseases and stuff. But the way she kind of framed it is she would show us a disease or issue that somebody would have and taught us all the way the breakdown of what it is and how we could treat it when people come to us about that problem. So I really appreciate the real world approach that she gives us.
Yes, I like the interactive part of it too. She makes it fun to learn, and she breaks everything down so that everybody can get it, and she makes sure you get it.
I enjoy Miss Shawnta as a teacher. She has a beautiful personality, very smart, bold, and funny. She has a very interactive teaching style, very hands-on, and that's what I like about Miss Shawnta.
I also enjoy the real world approach and just having real scenarios. And she also tells us a lot about her experience with massage and like different situations that she's had, and has us kind of figure out how to deal with that on our own before she tells us like how she dealt with it. And I also really like the interactive games and stuff that we do. I'm a visual learner, so it really helps me kind of really grasp the concept, and it also gets us moving around. We're here for hours and hours a day, so the activities where we get up, move around the room, and also learning new things.
Me impresionó de ella fue las técnicas, son perfectas. También fue cuando ella enseñó los puntos de trabajar del nervio asiático.
A teaching style that stood out to me would probably be the fact that she always broke down what we needed to learn from the books, as into who, what, why, and where, and when to apply it.
When we were in pathology specifically, it could get really boring just talking about illnesses and diseases and stuff. But the way she kind of framed it is she would show us a disease or issue that somebody would have and taught us all the way the breakdown of what it is and how we could treat it when people come to us about that problem. So I really appreciate the real world approach that she gives us. My experience as a student of Miss Shawnta, I had an amazing time as her student.
Really positive energy and
have something positive to say. Like even at the start of the day, she'll ask us a question on what we're grateful about or what we appreciate about ourselves or anything. So she would always invoke, you know, good positive vibes right at the start of the day, and it would just proceed on into the day. She also has a great sense of humor, so that always lightened the mood throughout even the most boring subjects that we would be talking about. So she always kept it entertaining. She always kept it, you know, easy to be attentive on what we're learning. Yeah, love that about her.
She's very energetic, so when I come in feeling a little like I don't want to be in school, she kind of helps with that. It makes me feel a lot better. I've also learned a lot of things about just more anatomy and body mechanics, which is really important and more important than people realize. So she helped me a lot with that and with techniques that I was kind of nervous about learning. And I also enjoy like the interactive stuff that she has us do and how much she has us connect with our classmates.
My experience as a student with Miss Shawnta was fun.
Hi, my name is Devasia, and my experience as a student with Miss Shawnta as my teacher was, I would say, very unique. I've never had a teacher that cared about my well-being other than my education. She pushed me through a lot of difficult obstacles in my life, and I'm just very excited to have her in my life.
My experience with Ms. Shawnta as a teacher has overall been fun and exciting. As a fellow New Yorker, I was excited to come sit in her class. A little scared because I know New York people don't play that shit. But overall, it's been fun. I love her energy and her knowledge for everything that we've been taught.
So I would say my experience as a student with Miss Shawnta has been an adventure. It's been a good one actually. Like I feel that she helped me to just really stay focused. Miss Shawnta was the reason why majority of us still showed up to class every day. She was very encouraging and just always a breath of fresh air when we came to the classroom. Positive vibes, good experience. You ready?
Ok, mi experiencia con la señora Chantal para mí ha sido una experiencia muy grande, muy importante para mí porque no sabía algunos puntos y algunas técnicas y con ella los aprendí y me siento una profesional hacia el futuro.
Hi, I'm Tavy, and my experience as one of Miss Shawnta's students was a very, very, inspirational experience. I think she was very heaven sent. She was very guided towards us because she had a lot of patience with us. So I feel like I understood a lot of information and I grew a bigger passion for massage therapy after being her student.
Right, my experience with Miss Shawnta, I would say, is a 10 out of 10. Coming in not knowing what type of personality I would get, but she was very hands-on, very funny as well. It was a great experience. I really learned a lot, and I really appreciate everything.
I knew coming into the class that she was going to be amazing because I heard from previous students. So I had high expectations and she did not fail. I'm so glad that she was my teacher and I thank her for seeing it through, honestly.
Okay, so like I said, I didn't spend a lot of time with Miss Shawnta, but it feels like the 4 weeks that I spent with her feels like a lifetime. And I know that even though she's leaving for, to better herself, I know it's not goodbye, it's just farewell. So I just want to say thank you so much, Miss Shawnta, for investing the little 4 weeks that we had together. I'm so sad. I don't want to see you go, but I want to say thank you for everything, staying true to yourself, knowing when one door closes, another one is about to open. And I truly believe in you and your next chapter in life.
Thank you so much, Miss Shawnta, for this wonderful experience and knowing you. And I do appreciate and how much you've grown my confidence, how much you've helped me just overall understand the intent of massage and just helping people in general without actually, doing too much other than applying intention and care. And I do appreciate for everything that patience you've had with us and me. And just the overall never loss of hope that you have for people and your students and the passion that you have for teaching and just being able to heal others through your way.
Thank you so much for everything that you have given us and have poured into us. We appreciate the sacrifice that you gave to come here. 2 hours here, 2 hours back. We see you, the meals you done missed, the time with your family. We appreciate everything that you've done. I appreciate your kindness, your personality, your knowledge. Love you very much and hope to continue to have a relationship with you once you leave and wish you the best in your next endeavor.
Miss Shawnta, I wish you the best in all of your endeavors and everything you do from here on out. Nothing but the best, and hope to see you sometime, somewhere. Who knows?
I really appreciate your positive energy, and you're so funny. I love to laugh, so that's a really good way to just be in class, because I already don't want to be here. So you really make it better. I really appreciate you coming every day, like she said, the long drives. And I know this school is very frustrating. So for you to stick it out with us for as long as you could, even when it was trying you, I also really appreciate that. And I also would like to stay in touch after this.
One farewell I would like to say and leave with Miss Shawnta is continue to be yourself. Continue to be authentically you. You make a great impact in every room that you enter, and you leave a trail of knowledge, a trail of passion wherever you go.
I just want to say thank you for everything. Thank you for the laughs. Thank you for all the teaching you've done. Just being a good-hearted person. You can see that within you and what you bring to the table. And that is something I will miss when I leave. And I hope we stay in contact as well. Maybe you can get me on to maybe some chiropractors or something with sports, or even some celebrities, you know.
Thank you, Miss Shawnta, for being a big part of my learning process. Thank you for making this a great experience. Through all the ups and downs, you have been consistent, and that really means a lot. Thank you for the sacrifices that you have made for us, and I thank you for choosing us over and over again.
And for believing in me and all of us, and showing up every day, like you always say, and leaving a lasting impact. So you will be truly missed.
Thank you for giving us encouragement and hope. Like, we wish you well on your journey.
Yes, love you down.
Absolutely. Want to clap for Miss Shawnta?